Welcome to what makes this guitar great. This guitar is a PRS Hollowbody SE II. It's not the one with the acoustic pickup. I've got an acoustic for acoustic sounds, but this is something that I've actually always wanted. So the first time I played a PRS Hollowbody, I was absolutely blown away by it, and it was the Hollowbody II. And I tried it in World Guitars, I think, and then I went to one in Denmark Street as well, and there was a really lovely one. But they've always been really expensive guitars, worth the money, I think, but just very expensive. And as my responsibilities grew, my ability to spend the kind of money that you need to spend on a guitar like this diminished. And in the, I think it was around 2020, probably 2019, they brought these out, and I saw them and I was like, oh my God, I can get one. I finally can put my hands on something like this. And the great thing about it is it looks very much like the core model. So the only difference being the size of it. So generally everything's just a little bit bigger. It's almost as if they've gotten a core one and sort of added a centimetre everywhere around it, or half an inch all around it. Even the neck feels a bit bigger. But it's really nicely proportioned, and when you play it, it feels like an event. So these guitars were originally listed around about £1,200. This was sort of pre-pandemic, and in 2020, I think it's 2022, in the Black Friday sale, they started selling these at like £600. So I had to buy one. I just had to get one, and I, with Paul Reed Smith guitars more than any other brand, they're the kind of brand where you can sort of order them online, and a lot of the 9 times out of 10, you get one that's good to go. So this one came. It was probably shipped straight from China, to be fair, because it's where they make these. These ones are the only cor-tec sort of PRS, I think, where they're made in China, and I think it's because of the amount of tooling needed to do a hollow body guitar. And I know that there are other Chinese hollow body efforts, like Quartz and Harley Bentons and such. But this has really got a high level of quality. The level of quality on this doesn't correlate in my brain with sort of what I've grown up to know and think about. Stuff that was manufactured in China, and it's really challenged my opinion about the relationship between something with quality and something with where it's made, and sort of is there a relationship between those things. So the fretwork is just perfect. It was kind of in tune when I got it. Electrics are really nice. Intonation's perfect as well. So I was really, really impressed, and it's just been the most inspirational guitar to own. So even if I had a spot where I just didn't have it in me to play much guitar, if I pick this up, suddenly songs come out of it, and it's got a really nice sort of unplugged. It's quite loud. Probably can't pick that up very much with the mic setup that I've got. Sustains for days as well. It's got some cool tones in the middle. You can wind that down. gets harsh. So fuller body on really nice. Flaws to it then are that it came with machine heads that weren't that great, so they took a bit of time to catch up. And you'll know this if you've had machine heads that are a little bit rubbish. They're quite easy to get on with. They sound great with a bit of gain on as well. We'll put a bit more gain on. It's kind of like a path kind of sound, which is my kind of sound. So really nice. I've toured with these. I've played on some really big stages quite loudly. I've done a show with this last September in front of 14,000 people. I had to play the solo too. It was like a Queen solo, and it was quite loud up there, and there were no feedback problems. So a lot of people will say, oh, they're quite bad with feedback. I've not experienced anything. Maybe I don't play with enough gain all the time, but they tend to sound great. So that's what makes this guitar great. It's just an amazing guitar, regardless of its price. It's just really inspirational all the time. And whenever I take it anywhere, the band go, wow, that sounds amazing. So that's always a good thing, isn't it, when band members kind of dig it. It's also got this beautiful kind of top, as we can see there, and back. It's, you know, it's just a really nice guitar. It's got a really thick neck. It's quite comfortable, and you can use it for most applications. So there's another thing. Thanks for watching.